That was an excellent clap.
Pretty
That was a much better execution than the end of the Oscars.
Oh, bow, 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 bow.
Hello everybody and welcome to Working Title Productions. My name is Ben, his name is Ed, and what, we're here for a second time in 1 week? That's crazy! We're here today to talk about the Oscars. We're going to recap them very quickly. We literally just finished watching them live, and we're here to talk about them now. We're here to give you all of our juicy thoughts on them. And right off the bat, I usually say this for the end, but I just want to encourage you, if you are watching this and you feel like commenting, feel free to do that. Oscars is a discussion like anything else, and we'd love to hear what you thought about the show, about what should have won. You can tweet that out to us as well. That said, we're going to jump straight into it. I think we'll take care of some of the, smaller awards first. Ed, what do you want to kick it off with?
So we'll probably run through the technical categories first, of which there are 2, 4, 6, 8 main technical categories. These were all pretty straightforward.
They were.
What we generally expected to win won, even though some of us got our tips wrong. We did like a tipping for the entire thing to see who was better at predicting what would win. We'll reveal who won that at the end. So film editing...
We got a lot of the majors wrong.
We did.
Like a lot of them wrong.
Yeah.
It was a bad year for us.
Yeah. Anyway, so the visual stuff, film editing, visual effects. Ben correctly tipped Hacksaw Ridge to win film editing. I thought La La Land might bring it, but Hacksaw Ridge pulled through. And then visual effects, we both tipped Jungle Book to win, and we were both correct in that regard. Both those fully deserved.
Yeah.
Jungle Book,
definitely.
we often talk about how it's probably the benchmark for movie CGI these days.
Absolutely, by far and away.
Yeah.
Look, La La Land certainly wasn't bad editing-wise for me personally. I love the way that Hacksaw Ridge can direct you through what would normally be chaotic action. Most directors, when they do a war film, they just make it vague and confusing. There's a lot of shaky cam involved. Mel Gibson's cameras aren't necessarily steady, but you understand what's happening throughout the entire scene, and it's just an amazing thing to watch. So I'm glad I won that. Best costume design, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them won. Very happy with that result. I love this one.
I mean, there were only 3 movies nominated for it. One no one had ever heard of.
Best hairstyling and makeup, which should be a serious category. I'm not happy that only 3 movies got nominated. But oh my god, the winner is Suicide Squad. Which means...
Academy Award winning
Suicide Squad.
Orcs as.
This is the worst superhero movie in years. And like, of all the films that came out this year, definitely the worst. And it's the only one to even get nominated for an award, and it won.
It's that and The Dark Knight that are Academy Award winning. Totally in the same league, right?
No! There's hardly a movie in the same league as The Dark Knight, let alone another superhero movie.
Lol.
Anyway, we need to move on, otherwise this video's going to take forever.
And then production design and cinematography. We had some interesting picks for this. So for production design, Ben went with Hail Caesar.
Yep, Coen Brothers movie. They got a lot of interesting stuff there.
I went with La La Land. I was correct.
You were.
La La Land won.
Hollywood loves itself.
And then for cinematography, you went La La Land, I went Arrival, and you won with
right.
and you were right with La La Land.
Because La La Land took them both out.
Because La La Land
Hollywood loves itself.
It's...
Yeah, look, Arrival...
I'll do a G-rated take.
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Hollywood
loves itself.
Loves La La Land, which is about Hollywood. And that's why Hollywood loves La La Land. That's why La La Land won a lot of things. G-rated version.
G-rated version. Just, leave in that it's a second take G-rated version. We had a much more crude take on that analysis. Oh, you okay, Ed?
Yeah, doing well.
Best sound mixing. Happy with the result. Didn't pick it.
No, neither of us did.
I picked Rogue One, a Star Wars story, because Star Wars has excellent sound design. It always has. Even the prequels, terrible as they are, sound is always excellent. You picked La La Land. Fair enough. Hollywood loves itself. Hacksaw Ridge won,
Fantastic.
which is a good surprise for us. A great win for Australian filmmaking. Hacksaw Ridge, great win for an Australian film. We've already covered the 2 awards that Hacksaw Ridge has won.
Yeah.
But we're happy for it. We're happy that this Australian crew could put together such a quality movie and get recognised for it. This is a big win for the Australian film industry. Something I care a lot about, especially because, like, we'd likely be going into the Australian film industry. Well, me at least.
Yeah, you at least.
Fingers crossed.
I'd be-
Dreams are dreams.
I'd be very surprised if I counted myself as a member of the film industry. in the future.
True.
That's alright. And then the more music side of things, so Best Original Score and Best Original Song were both won by La La Land, which
Again.
Ben picked for Best Original Score. For some reason I thought Lion would win. I don't
That
know
was
why.
an odd choice.
Anyway,
That's
I
not-
just didn't want to pick La La Land because I wanted to beat Ben. But no, Ben was right. La La Land won, and then of course La La
Best
Land
Original Song.
won Best Original Song for City of Stars,
Which we both picked.
which we both picked, even though it was also nominated for Audition The Fools Who Dream. We were also both kind of pulling for How Far I'll Go from Moana to win as well.
Yeah, definitely. I actually think How Far I'll Go should have won. I picked City of Stars to win because that's just me predicting how the Academy thinks. It's not how I think they should pick. It's how I think they will pick.
And of course, if
Like,
Moana won, Lin-Manuel Miranda would become a multi-award winner across many different mediums. At
yeah,
this point.
exactly. He would have
I think
broken a crazy
Emmy,
record.
Tony, Grammy, but no Academy Award for him. But that's
Which he probably
all
deserved. It's like us wanting Moana to win was like me wanting my football team to win the comp this year, but knowing they won't. And Moana should have won, and it didn't. Oh well. We move on to
Animated feature.
Thank you, Edward. The best animated feature. Now you picked the obvious choice, the right choice, Zootopia, which won best animated feature. And you know,
Obvious, yeah.
it tackles some interesting themes. It's very mature for an animated film. I picked Kubo and the Two Strings because it was different, because it was slightly more original. It's very unique in its art style. It kind of strips things back a bit. It almost kind of looks like a paper mache movie, almost. I thought maybe its charm would pull a few voters, but nope. They were more interested in themes and story, which is more than fair. Ed, you were right.
Yeah, Zootopia is a very 2016 film in the way that it's just all about acceptance and tolerance and not fearing the other, so to speak. And so I thought it was pretty obvious that one, even though we both probably would have liked Moana to win.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then we had the writing awards, so best original screenplay.
In hindsight, we both made a terrible decision tipping here.
Yeah, I got original screenplay right. But then we
you
both
did.
stuffed up with adapted screenplay. So Manchester by the Sea won. I correctly picked that. And Ben went with La La Land, which
because Hollywood loves itself.
Hollywood loves itself. But I feel like Manchester's script was more interesting as a script than La La Land.
Yeah,
was,
definitely.
which
It
is why I felt
deserved to
it
win.
won. And then for adapted screenplay, we both went with Arrival.
I can't even remember why we picked it.
Well, because it's based off a good science fiction book. That's why.
Yeah, but then there's Moonlight.
And there's Moonlight, which, to be fair, is based off a true story
Yeah, exactly.
about a gay black man. So, in 2017, that's the sort of thing that wins, apparently. But you know what? That's alright. More power to it. Apparently, it's really good. I mean, now we kind of have to see Moonlight after tonight. Like,
We really do.
How well it did. We kind
How long was it in theatres for in our area? Like a week?
No, it's still in theatres. It's at some places.
No.
Not at Miranda.
Oh.
Or not at our local cinema. I mean, I didn't say the name of a suburb near us. What?
We'll have to go check it out, absolutely.
Hmm.
Look, from what I've heard, it is exceptional. I'm glad it won that award. I wish I could say more about it, but alas, Not the case. Okay. Shall we move on to the supporting
Yeah,
actors roles?
I would love to.
We've gone through this so much faster than last year.
It did take us a while last year. That was like a 40-minute video
Yeah.
last year.
Actually, I'm not happy with that video at all. I hate it. I hate myself for what we did in it. Alright, so best supporting actor. Let's pick ourselves up a bit.
See, this is where our family bias came through.
It did.
Because we both went with Dev Patel.
Well, he's not Australian, but it is an Australian movie.
Isn't he
so,
Australian?
yeah. Dev Patel is British, isn't he? It's like British Indian. Oh, it's on the case. Look, I'll talk about it. We both picked Dev Patel. We thought that he kind of was a leading man who was put into the best supporting role purely for the sake of being recognised because they wanted him to be recognised.
You're dead on the money. He's from London.
Dev Patel is from London. And,
But he's really good in Lion.
he does an excellent Australian accent. Part of why I thought he would win. And also because just the way that they put him in supporting actor, even
I
though
agree.
he's
I
basically
still-
the lead of the
I still
film.
thought it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they have rules to follow, but he's basically the lead of the film. I feel like by putting him in that category, it was their way of saying, we really want to recognise Dev Patel. And I thought maybe that mentality would carry on to, we really want him to win. So we put him in the subcategory instead of the main category.
Yeah.
Alas, we were wrong. And Mahershala Ali?
Mahershala Ali. Yeah, you
I did pronounce
that
it
in
right.
line. Yeah.
Thank you. One, this is for Moonlight, isn't it?
Yep, for
yes,
Moonlight.
for Moonlight. Look, that's an excellent choice.
He's a great actor. Between
The one scene I saw them play, during the Oscars alone was like, yep, fair enough, that looks really good. I better go see Moonlight now.
Yeah, between House of Cards, Luke Cage, and
Oh yeah, he's in Luke Cage.
he's the villain.
See,
in
I
Luke
haven't
Cage.
seen that.
I mean, I watched the first couple of episodes. I didn't really like it, but he was very good in
Yeah.
it. And he was also a supporting actor in Hidden Figures.
Yes,
it's
which we have
very
seen.
safe to say that Mahershala Ali is an excellent actor.
Absolutely. Very happy that he won that. Hopefully he gets a lead sometime soon.
Yeah.
Be cool if he tackles a lead movie next year. Yeah. What am we missing here? Best supporting actress. Come on, Ben, get your shit together.
Yeah, you correctly picked this with Viola Davis for Fences, another movie that we haven't seen.
Yeah, look, I'll admit this was kind of lucky. I'd heard a lot of buzz about her going around and was like, Academy's trying to, acknowledge more minorities, particularly black people in movies. I reckon Viola Davis is going to win for Fences.
I went with the same idea, except I went with Octavia Spencer. But to be fair, she had previously won Best Supporting Actress for The Help.
Yeah.
And maybe Viola Davis was just better than Octavia Spencer was in Fences.
We'll have to watch
So-
both movies and find out.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, we're already down to the last three.
Last four.
Last four? Oh yeah, my bad.
Can't count.
No, I can't. Best actor and best actress. Alright, well, this is where things got particularly bad.
Hey, I got Best Actor right.
No, you did.
I got Best Actor dead on the money. You were like, they won't pick Casey Affleck because of the whole sexual abuse thing. Or
I
whatever,
didn't think
whatever
they
it was.
would.
And that's fair reasoning, but at the same time, it's the Academy. Like, sure, politics have an influence on art and awards and that sort of thing, but I just felt like Casey Affleck was so good that they were just gonna do the thing and just give it to him.
Yeah, and you know what? He deserved to win.
Yeah, for sure. You went with Denzel Washington.
I did.
Probably the runner-up, I'd say,
Yeah,
if anyone.
like,
Yeah.
he did win at the Actors Guild of America, so I thought, you know what, they're not going to separate the art from the artist. Casey Affleck is going to be bogged down in controversy, as everyone makes me say. I always say controversy.
I also say controversy, don't worry.
So I thought Denzel Washington would win. Casey Affleck did, but that's okay because when we heard that result, my God, did we cheer. We wanted Casey Affleck to win
Yeah, we did.
so bad because even though we're not the biggest fans of Manchester by the Sea, we are huge fans of Casey Affleck's performance within that movie. He does an amazing job where most actors would try to burst out and bring as much energy and life to the role as possible. Casey Affleck brings the literal reverse approach and he just tries to contain everything so internally, and you still completely feel that character. So,
Yeah,
very
sure.
happy with that result. Best actress?
Yeah. So
We were both wrong.
we were both wrong. Ben, you went with Meryl Streep, which
Because
is
it's Meryl Streep.
Because it's Meryl Streep. That's a fair guess. I went with Natalie Portman. Just, just because Hollywood, as much as Hollywood loves Hollywood also loves
Real stories.
political figures.
And political figures, yes.
And
like,
so, like Jackie Kennedy.
Mm.
So I went with Natalie Portman. We were both dead wrong. Emma Stone won.
No. We were right. The Academy was wrong.
Wow.
No, I'm saying this. La La Land is a good movie. Emma Stone is a good actress, but she doesn't deserve Best Actress. Her role, what she did, was not that good. Like, Natalie Portman in Jackie, Meryl Streep in...
Florence Foster Jenkins.
Thank you.
No problem.
Two better performances.
We haven't seen either of those films, Ben.
I mean, I've actually seen bits of both.
You've seen bits of
Slightly
both.
illegally,
You've seen
sorry.
Bits of both.
Because I was trying to prepare myself for the awards show.
Look, I'm going to respectfully disagree and say that I really enjoyed Emma Stone's performance in La La Land. I thought she was better than Ryan Gosling, and the best
She was better than
thing
Ryan
about
Gosling.
that movie, and I'd say good on Emma Stone for winning best.
Oh, yeah,
actress.
no,
'Cause I really like Emma Stone as an actress.
I'm definitely happy for her. Because, like, you know, she accepts it very gracefully. She does do a really good job, but, like, I don't know. I don't think she deserved to win. Hollywood loves Hollywood.
Best director. This one came back to me trying to get points up over you, pretty much. So I went with Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge,
Yeah.
while you correctly picked Damien Chazelle for La La Land.
Much.
Even though we're both of the opinion that Mel Gibson probably should have won. But more power to Damien Chazelle. Only his second feature film.
Yeah.
And he's won Best Director.
And his first feature film was
Whiplash.
Miles Teller. Thank you, Whiplash.
Which was originally a short film.
But was also a good film. Didn't he get nominated for Best Picture? Is he not nominated for Best Director?
Whiplash was nominated for Best Picture. I can't remember if it was nominated for Best Director.
Either
But
way,
he definitely didn't win.
Damien Chazelle has an excellent but short track record. Probably shouldn't have beaten Mel Gibson. I feel like Mel Gibson did a better job directing his story. Has a bit more focus to it. I won't say it has more nuance. I feel like they're pretty level on that ground. But the way Mel Gibson is able to pull his team together is extremely impressive. Look, it was pretty close. In the end, I'm quite happy with Damien Chazelle winning because La La Land is a fairly unique film in what it does and the way that it brings back musicals in this grand way in which it did and the way he's able to pull the music, the acting, the story, the cinematography, the production design all together is quite exceptional. So, yeah, I can live with him winning. Hollywood loves itself. Just going to keep saying that.
And now
over and over and over and over and over.
we come to Best Picture. My gosh,
Ooh,
what a
doggity.
roller coaster those
Ooh,
final
doggity.
minutes were.
Can I just say that over the course of
Oscar
the last 4 hours, I really learned to hate La La Land, like because it just kept winning. I'm like, come on, other people need to win. Like, I'm not saying that for the sake of variety. Like, no. If your film is the best, it deserves to win all of the awards. But I just feel like other films deserved certain awards that they didn't get. And then La La Land won Best Picture. And then La La Land didn't win Best Picture. And if you're watching this, you probably already know.
It was weird. So I'm sure this. I'm sure this.
I actually
this
missed
will
the crucial moment.
I'm sure this will be covered extensively in in the days to come. So what happened? The presenters were on stage. I don't know who was presenting. I didn't recognize them. And he pulled out the sheet, and it said.
I did notice this.
And it said Emma Stone, La La Land, and
he
so
was
that's
reading
why
it
he
for
looked.
a
That's why he
long
looked so
time.
confused, and so that's why he just passed it off to his co-presenter, and she just said La La Land. At that point, the production team should have said no, hold it, send someone else out there to tell them that they're wrong. But no, all the crew of La La Land came on stage. They had their speeches, all that jazz. Ben was angry.
I was angry.
And then one of the producers moved aside to let the other producer speak, and then suddenly he came back on and was like, no, stop, we're wrong. The best picture this year was actually Moonlight, and everyone was like, what? is he just,
and then we on the couch were like, what?
Is he just shouting out another movie, or what's happening? And it turns out the presenters had the wrong envelope, which is why I said Emma Stone La La Land, because on the sheet of paper it would supposed to say the producer's names next to the movie that won, when obviously it didn't. So he was so confused, and so Moonlight won Best Picture. Good on Moonlight. We need to see this movie.
We really need to see Moonlight.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, what a roller coaster.
We both tipped La La Land, by the way.
And we
were
did.
both wrong.
Because Hollywood loves itself. But apparently, not enough to deny Moonlight. I feel like last year's White Awards controversy had a lot to do with this win. That said, I am happy that Moonlight won. I'm very excited to go see it myself. And from what I've heard, it's just a really interesting story and it does a lot of things very, very well. So...
It's got a 99 on Metacritic.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I guess it's just the ultimate proof that a whole is greater than the sum of its parts, because even though La La Land won a whole heap of the other major awards that come together to form a film, Moonlight still wins Best Picture overall, and I'm quite happy with that result. It's not what I would have picked. I would have personally picked Hacksaw Ridge. Again, perhaps some Australian bias getting in the way. I'm more than happy that Moonlight won. Unlucky La La Land. I have calmed down between watching the Oscars and coming in here to film this. I still love you as a movie. Congratulations on all the Oscars you won. I feel like Australians did okay. That was a fairly good representation.
Yes. So when Hacksaw Ridge won Best Film Editing and Best Sound Mixing, Australians were on stage to accept those awards. That was cool. They shouted out Sydney and Kathy Freeman, among other things. That was
Why Kathy
weird.
Freeman?
So yeah. But then obviously Mel Gibson wasn't on stage. Nicole Kidman didn't win. All that sort of thing. But
unlucky.
It is what it is.
But alas, this year we're quite happy with the results.
It's a good field as well.
For the most
really
part.
Good field.
Yeah. Well, look, 2016, for all the crap we gave it, did end quite strongly, even if it was mostly the same films winning all of the same awards. It did end very, very strongly. Congratulations to all the films and... Wrecked! Look, congratulations to all the films and crew that won. And thank you to everybody who is watching once again. What did you think? Let us know below. You can comment down in the comment section. You can tweet it out to us. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more content like this, we do a lot of reviews here in particular. You can subscribe. We have a Facebook page. Facebook page you can check out.
It feels like
I know.
You do that.
I get too tongue-tied. I get excited. We have a Facebook page you can check out at facebook.com/working title YouTube. Look, that's all we have to say today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.
Nice. Man, I'm keen for Logan.
Yeah, boy!
This Thursday.